is the world's first 3D printed fish fillet. A tech company called Stakeholder Foods made the fish by taking stem cells from real fish, growing them into muscle and fat, and then adding them to BioInk. Fish was printed within minutes, and the people who tried it said that it tasted like the real thing and had the same texture and flavor. With fishing and all the environmental problems that come with it, this may just be the fish of the future. Though the price of the 3D printed fish is very expensive, as the tech advances, they will likely find ways to make it cheaper. So would you ever eat 3D printed fish? This is the world's first Stakeholder Foods made the fish by taking stem cells from...
Shalom, this is Gamali Allah of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim now pushing out this truth and sincerity. Now, what you saw on the screen, all right, is a video of 3D printed fish, all right? And, you know, these people are making fish from stem cells, and then, you know, they're printing it, you know, they're basically, you know, artificially making fish, man, you know, from a science lab, man, you know. And this, you know, I want to do a lesson on nothing will be real. Okay, because in the next, let's say, the way technology is moving, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, okay, everything, I mean, I won't say everything, but a big portion of what you'll be eating it won't be real. Okay, you're not going to be able to tell the difference, you know, between the artificial and the real. All right, because and a lot of these companies, they know how to avoid labeling, you know, because when you label certain things, you know, when they release certain things to the public, okay, you have to, you know, there's certain laws where they have to label these particular items, you know, but you know, in some cases, you know, and you know, Esau is the devil, man. We know how he gets down. So he's a deceiver. But what they do also is these companies will find, you know, if say an ingredient is harmful, you know, and they do studies on it, what this devil does is, you know, he'll change the names. It'll be the same product, but he'll label it under a different title. All right, which we know that through whenever Passover comes around, you know, you have different names, different you know, nicknames for yeast. All right, so, you know, such as sodium bicarbonate and you know, a couple other you know, ingredients that Esau will use, which is yeast. All right, so, you know, that's that. Now, like I said, everything that you see is everything in this world is fake, man. It's gonna be fake, man. You know, it's gonna be completely fake. You know, talking about everything. You know, your what you watch, okay, what you eat, it's gonna be fake. You know, what you I mean, everything's gonna be automated. You know, you know, everything that your everyday life, you know, your grocery shopping is gonna be automated. Your car is gonna be, you know, self-driving. This, you know, this is the future that Esau wants, man. You know, you're gonna basically you know, basically robots and AI is gonna take over everyday life tasks. Okay, tasks and jobs. All right, so this is the dark future ahead. So anyway, let me get to some precepts. This is Ezekiel 4:13, and it says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." Okay, so yeah, the Israelites, okay, would eat their bread defiled among the Gentiles. Now, this is talking about the natural Gentiles, which is the heathens, okay? Because wherever we were scattered, we would be in captivity. So we had to we were subject unto their laws and culture and their government structure. Now, let's go into Deuteronomy 28 and 48. And it says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Now, it says we're going to serve our enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Okay, now, like I said, we were in different captivities throughout history. And we've always had to serve, in those particular captivities, we've been made to serve, our oppressor, all right, which has been, in history has been, in modern times is Esau, going back to the Roman civilization, the Greeks. Okay. And then prior to that, you had the Medo-Persian. And then prior to that, you had the Babylon, you had the Medo-Persian, and then you had the Assyrian, Babylonian, and then the Assyrian. Okay. All right. So, these are the different captivities of Israel. All right. These are those different captivities that Israel was made to serve. Now it says, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. All right. I'm sorry. Let me go back up. Verse 48 says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. Okay. So the things that we eat, thirst, we eat and drink for, basically our basic necessities. And it says in nakedness, meaning, without the truth, without, it just is basically lost, man, totally through. So, we're going to have to go to our enemies for everything. Now, like I said, whatever this devil decides to do, okay, I mean, we would have no choice because we rely on government. I mean, you don't shop your groceries locally. You don't. I'm talking about the majority of people. They go to store chains. Okay. So you don't grow your own food. You don't source your own water. You buy bottled water. So we're at this devil's leisure, man. We're at our oppressors. We're in our oppressors' control. All right. And they have successfully wanted it that way because, they they got you, they got human human cattle. All right. Human cattle. They've got you numbered in a system. Okay. So they can collect their data. All right. So this is what we're dealing with. But the point being is this fake food. So they can just say one day, all right, well, and they've been doing it, but we're shutting down these farms, and they've been slowly doing it, coercing different farmers and local local farmers to shut their doors. You know, there's been a lot of farm scandals recently of crops dying and getting burnt. You know, cattle. So, this is what we're dealing with. Like I said, we're up against principalities, and pursuing the Ephesians 6:12, we're up against principalities and as a matter of fact, I might as well get it. Ephesians 6:12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world." So what would a ruler of darkness do? Destroy the very food supply that you eat. He's going to put you lesser, in his eyes, lesser value and poor, the poor. He's going to put you in slavery, put you in the system. All right. And it says against the rulers of darkness of this world. And then he's going to, like I said, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants to do. He can change the food supply. He can, because he has you totally reliant on him. He can change your cars. All he has to do is stop the production of them. Because that's all he has to do. Cut off the supply. All right. So, let's see, because this bread, the foods we eat is finished, man. You still have McDonald's, different other fast foods, which is basically not food. But now they're going even further, where your food, at least with McDonald's and Wendy's, which is trash, and you shouldn't eat it, but at least maybe a small, maybe a percentage of your burger is actually real beef. But, Esau is just basically flat out making 100% artificial stuff. 3D printed food. Whoever thought we would see this day with 3D printed food? And you can go, I will say, well, I have a taste for so-and-so. And you can go grab some cells from that particular, thing, that particular food, and then people are saying it even looks, the texture and the taste is similar to that thing. So this is what we're dealing with. This is Esau in his glory. This man is accomplishing basically high level witchcraft, high level magic, man. Because these are great things that he's doing with his technology. All right, but his gift was the sword. Let's see. Hold on real quick. This is Daniel 8:25. It says, "Through his policy also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand." Okay. He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. All right. And like I said, I mentioned earlier, his let me see, let me start at 24. Let me go up to 24. It says, "And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. It's talking about the wicked, you know, because it goes into Daniel, you know, it goes into the rough goat. It explains the two horns, which are Media and Persia, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia, which is Alexander the Greek. But you know, it's basically going into the different kingdoms of Esau. But it's saying, you know, he shall prosper and practice. So these are all. This is how so-called white man got into power. All right. I mean, this is a result of him being in power. Is he has that power? All right. He can basically do what he wants, as I was saying before, and through his policy, also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand. So these policies, he's able to, you know, change things around. You know, he's able to get away with basically fraud and lies and deception. All right. So, you know, that was pretty much the point. You know, Lord willing, you were edified. Oh, and I'll finish this out. It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And that's that peace, you know, that's that, you know, he destroyed the peace, and he destroyed the saints. Because it even says that he shall stand up against the prince of princes. And that's talking about YAHAWASHI, but he shall be broken without hand. So that's the result, is, you know, he's going to be broken and taken over. So anyway, that's it. Lord willing, we're edified, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bashim, El Shai, Bashim, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.